Getting a new look by removing some of those old concrete barriers really have been a major source of controversy over almost a decade.
Yeah, no ATVs allowed in public square at this
No.
point either. No. They have restricted foot traffic through the center of the square, made it more difficult to hold big public events there.
And as our Harry Boomer reports live from there today, the beginning of a new future and a facelift for the center of downtown. It seemed Mayor Bibb got right to work today, Harry.
He's pretty excited about it all. You ask why now? Well, because Cleveland has some major events coming up. The women's NCAA tournament coming to town, the Guardians home opener, and Mayor Bibb says he's expecting a couple of 100,000 people to be here for totality right here in Public Square. And he wants to make it usable for the future and people visiting Cleveland as well.
The sound of progress on the revitalization of Public Square, years in the making.
Well, the day is finally here. We are removing the Jersey barriers in Public Square.
To applause and cheers, the mayor says the city is moving forward, getting rid of barriers to progress and developing a more usable, eye-pleasing pedestrian and backer-friendly space.
Public Square is the people's park, and it's so important that we beautify this public space to make it more safe. We want to make it a world-class park for our residents and tourists.
He sees the barriers being lifted as a way to spur more investment in the center of the city with the help of his partners, including the county and RTA and surrounding businesses. Cleveland committed $1.5 million to the renovation of the space. The county has pledged just over $1 million, and RTA is contributing $500,000.
County did put support into this because we believe in this central space. It is Cleveland's Central Park.
RTA is excited to collaborate on this phase of Public Square project. This was one of the main issues that came up during the first 24 hours in me setting foot on Cleveland soil.
Mr. Mayor, Harry Boomer from 19 News. How are these new plans or these continued plans going to address potential violence on the square, keeping it safe?
Well, I think the best thing we can do to keep Public Square safe and secure is to have more people, more economic activity, more economic energy. It all boils down to collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. RTA plays a role in public safety. The county through the Sheriff's Department has played a major role in helping to keep downtown safe. You want to make sure we keep that progress going.
Now, as you can see, some of the barriers are still up. The road is still closed. Even when they come down, buses are not going to be allowed through here. Going to continue around the square, and we will not be able to come straight up and down Superior Avenue as we've been restricted over the last decade or so. In downtown Cleveland, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.